All right. Hey, good morning, everybody. Sorry for the, I guess, 5-minute delay there. Um, my name is Mark Swindell. I'm Senior Account Manager at Xpressdocs. Been at Xpressdocs for almost 8 years, and I've been dedicated to the Berkshire Hathaway brand the entire time I've been with Xpressdocs. Um, Town Realty, probably one of my most important clients. Ralston is one of the best to work with, and uh, the things that we've been through these last 8 years, uh, we probably need a couple of cocktails to talk about. But today I'm going to go over placing orders on Xpressdocs, everything that is there at your fingertips with Xpressdocs. And what we're looking at here, I think I logged into the Laskin office, and this is just the home page. On the home page are categories. You have the APM, business cards, property postcards, property brochures, and you see here when I hover over, it then will show you subcategories as well. So yeah, luxury collection has its own category, personal and company marketing, stationery, promo products. A lot of people think Xpressdocs print, not realizing that we also do promotional products as well. We have a partnership with Unibind, custom templates. If there are ever any agents who want to do their own designs for themselves only, we could do that, load them, and have them only for the agent to see those templates. And then this is, it says stay in touch. This is more of a seasonal, a whole bunch of, I'll just click on this one real quick, but you'll see here, anything that you can think of, postcards are under that stay in touch category. First things first, Town Realty has a few programs besides just flyers and brochures that they do with us. They're under the programs tab here. You have APM, which stands for Automated Property Marketing, and we have Client for Life. I'll talk about APM first. It also has its own tile right here. When you click on APM, maybe this isn't a good office to do. Let me change offices real quick.
I was about to tell you that. You go with Chesapeake would be a good one.
Okay. Okay, so when we go into the APM program, I'm in at the office level, so I'm going to see every single agent in this office and the listings that we receive from the feed for each agent. Now we get new listings, we get price change, we get just solds, and I think open house are the 4 categories that we receive in the feed. And this is updated daily. So you see here, the last one we received was the 704 Meharon River Court number A from Jackie. Now, what Jackie will do is Jackie will receive an email from Xpressdocs that says, congrats, you have a new listing. Click here and your postcard will be created. So in that email, when Jackie clicks on the link, it's going to take her directly to this page. Again, so you can access this by the email from Xpressdocs or by just logging into, if Jackie would log into her Xpressdocs account. And again, Ralston, you guys get in via single sign-on from Reliance, I believe. Is it an Xpressdocs link, or is there a name to it to get to here?
They all have a nice big Xpressdocs button on our intranet
Okay.
for Town Central, so that'll get them right on in.
Okay. So Jackie gets to Xpressdocs. She clicks on the Xpressdocs link from the internet, clicks on APM, and then the top one on her list is 704 Meharon. It will take her here. Now here she has three options. She postcards, brochures, flyers. She can create marketing pieces right here all at the same time. We have it defaulted to be just postcards. And if she wants to do just postcards, she can do that right here. And she would then click, or admins, if admins were placing this order for her, would then click start customizing. And then the information that we receive from the MLS is going to create the postcard. These postcard designs were, these are town only. These were provided to us from the marketing department. So this is a 3-photoed postcard for 704 Meharon River. It's going to automatically pull photos 1, 2, and 3 from the MLS. So 1, 2, 3. If the admin or if the agent wishes to choose a different photo, they will have the option to do so during the process, but it's going to pull the first 3. And then here's the back side to the card. There's Jackie's photo, Jackie's information. This is the MLS description. And if everything was exactly the way that Jackie wanted it, if she's good to go, she could check out from right here. It's that easy. If there are edits that need to be done, like I was talking about, let's just say the photo on the front, she could click edit. She also has the option to maybe centralize this a little bit more. Before it was up here, you just saw the front door and the entryway. Let's get it down and try and get that nice angular rooftop in there a little bit. Whoops. Here is where you can change the photos too. So if there's a photo, remember it took 1, 2, and 3. Let's just say she wanted 1 to be something different. She wanted 2 to be here. She would have that option to do so. The other thing too is, let's just say that she took her own photos for this property, doesn't want to use any of these. She can upload the photos, her own photos right here. I wonder if I zoomed in too much. I can't get this to, oh, there we go. Durr. Then all the photos have the ability to, you can edit the photos. You can edit the font, not the font, but you can edit the description right here. Now you see here that this particular template, the MLS description is longer than what the template provides. You could just remove the MLS description. And make the edit right there. Of course, that's not as pretty as what you guys would probably do. However, you have the option to make the edits right here, or as always, you have the option to make the edits down here in the comments too. Order options. So it is automatically going to load a list of the 50 nearest homes to, or 50 nearest addresses to 704 Meherrin River Court. If it also will hold lists that you used in the past. It looked like she placed an order a year and a half ago for 3032 Peppercorn Drive. It's still there. She could also load more lists or her own lists here. Coding options. I think that should default to high gloss instead of the none. Or did we change it to none, Ralston?
We may have, and you have one question.
Okay.
Uta with our Peninsula offices has a question for you.
Okay.
Okay, good morning. This is Uta. BHHS has like a drop down with comments. Are we able to put that on the backside or just listed?
Like the default comments?
Yes, correct.
I don't believe the suggested comments are in the APM section, Mark, but that's great feedback.
Okay.
It is, and if you know what, Ralston, if it's not, it should be.
Yeah.
So let me check on the status of that. I thought that had already been completed.
Thank you.
Very good question. I'm writing that one down.
And can you also change, like a lot of agents want 100 instead of 50? Can you change the amount on this one to 100? I guess here, right?
Yeah, you can, and then every agent. Let me go back here. Every agent has every agent has their own. Oh, a user has to be selected first. Let's go back to Jackie. Forgot I'm in at the office level. Every agent has their own APM profile.
Oh.
And what we see here is a lot of agents can create their own default comments and just put that right here. So the next time that she gets a just listed, whatever she puts right here is going to supersede what's in the MLS description. So this will be on the back of the card the next time she has a just listed instead of what came over from the MLS. And then for all four options, you can have different default comments that is going to trump what is in the default, not the default, but in the MLS description that's fed over. Mailing list, what you were talking about right here.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably familiar with this. This is what it looks like before, but she can upload a list here. She can add lists here. And then right now, and you'll see here that let's just say, well, yeah, this is where she can change the just listed to 100 the next time she gets an order.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, so you would just do 100 right there. Click Save All Changes here. Let me just make sure I get rid of that. So these are the company settings that is set for everything. If Ralston ever reaches out and says, hey, Mark, we'd rather have the company default to be 100 for just listed and just sold, we could change it for everybody all at once, but the agents always have the option to go higher or lower down to, I think 50 is the lowest they can do. But they do have the option to supersede what the company defaults are. And let's just say that, you're an admin and you're placing this APM order for this agent, like we all do every day. You get a phone call, you get interrupted, and you go out of here. The next time that you log in, you can go to pending APM orders. And then here's the order that we were working on earlier. So it's right there under the pending APM orders. And it saves any changes that we've already made. So you see here that this isn't the way that this photo had appeared originally. That was after I edited it. If everything is the way that the agent wants it, you can then go to the checkout screen. If you want to use the ad budget for this order, you just click that, click Save and Continue, and the order has been placed. If you don't want to use the ad budget, if the agent wants to pay with a credit card, they could do that here. Every order that is placed, Ralston, correct me if I'm wrong, but every single APM order that is placed will go through the approval process, meaning that the marketing department will review before the order goes completely through.
Correct.
Okay. Now, just to show you that you have the other two options as well. So let's just say everything is the way that you want it with the postcard, but you also want to do brochures for this company. I had clicked on brochures and flyers from the start of the APM program. So all three were checked. So instead of checking out from the postcard section, it is now saying go to brochures. All of the editing, everything is functions the same. So this is a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like a 6 photo brochure. Oh, wait, that's 6 outside, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, with 5 on the inside. And you'll see here that the description, the MLS description did fit for the brochure. But everything is the same here as far as the editing goes. Again, if you wanted to just take something out, you could do so. Also, you can do so down here. This is defaulting to 50. You have different coding options here. Let's go soft touch front. Everything's the way we want it. We would go to flyers. I think I saw something on the brochures and the postcards that I forgot to mention, but for town, we have defaulted the neighborhood to say neighborhood. This is actually editable and needs to be changed to whatever neighborhood it is. And you can just do that right here. And again, you can do that down here as well, but the neighborhood is the field that needs to be editable, that needs to be edited before placing the order. Otherwise, it's just going to say neighborhood. Now you've got the postcard, you've got the flyer, you have the brochure, and it's all consolidated to where you can pay for everything all at once. So here is everything. Click Save and Continue. Now remember, the flyers and the brochures are going to ship, while the postcards will mail. So this is just making sure that the shipping address is the way that you want it, where you want it to go to. Again, the ad budget could be used right here. Oops, why did it only do 43? It should have taken that whole thing. Maybe it's because I had already put the other one into the cart. I also see here that the company billing account, so if you're in at the company level, click here, zeroes everything out. The same situation here, you would have to click the agreement. Typically, it's the order is placed at this point, but with town, again, all of this will go to the approval dashboard, and Ralston or someone from Ralston's team will review the order before it is fully submitted. Any questions on APM?
Looks like there's none, so we can go forward.
Okay. I know that you have a lot of luxury collection agents at town. So luxury collection, I'll just go through placing an order, a non-APM order. I think majority of you, if you've been around for a while, you probably know how to do this, but for anybody that's new, you would select the back template here, customize. Let's just go with Ryan Arney. There's Ryan's information. There's Ryan's photo. Photos, all of this information will always stay from the previous order to the next order. If you want anything changed, you can do it within the order. If he has more than one headshot, that would still be in here as well. Let's see. Yeah, he has a couple of different ones here. Adding photos. So this would need to be, it's just like attaching a photo to an email. Let's see what I have here. So I have this photo saved to my computer. I load it here. And I forgot the name, but here's the question a minute ago, but this is what she was looking for. The suggested copy that we have. Got to get this into the APM if it's not. And you can just let me see here. Pick one of these. Click save. That feeds over. You can also edit this. Again, depending on your internet speed, just like with the APM, it could take 5-10 seconds for this to appear. So here's a luxury collection listing, agent's information. You have the option of first class or standard mail. First class should hit mailboxes within 3 to 5 business days. Standard 5 to 15 business days. Looks here like this agent has uploaded their own mailing lists a couple of times. They also have previously have some older orders on here. I'll just choose this one with the 725 on the list that they uploaded themselves. Click next. So 697 of those 725 passed certification. 8 failed. 28, there's a warning. These 28 are still going to go. These 8 are not going to go. If you click on this, you will see the 8 that aren't going to go. Let me see if it gives. Yeah, if you click on the pencil and pad, this address failed because this address is now listed as vacant through the Postal Service. So I guess this P.O. box is no longer owned by Elizabeth Tanner. This one, 4099 McCann Quay. Street number and the address is not valid. A lot of times I do this. I'll just Google this 4099. Nice house. Just looking for an address here. It doesn't look like, per Google, it looks like it has a block, but it doesn't look like there's an associated address to 4099 McCann Quay. So I won't do that for all those, but that's some troubleshooting that you can do if there's any that fail. Again, this is a large list, so I'm not surprised that many failed. We update, we use Melissa data, and that is updated once every 30 days. So it is possible, say, I don't know, late December, someone moved into this 948 Saddleback Trail Road, but we just haven't been notified yet. We would be notified late January. At the same time, let's just say someone moved out of 1321 Forest Point, and they told the Postal Service at the end of December, we would be notified end of January, and so this would probably be one that would get returned. The average rate of return for postcards is 8%. So if you're placing an order of 100, average rate of return should be about 8. If it gets more than that, if it gets up to 12 to 15%, an alarming rate, then go ahead and reach out to Ralston or reach out to me and say, hey, a lot of these were returned. Why were these returned? What we would need at Xpressdocs is usually there's a yellow sticker on that postcard. So just let us know what the message is on that yellow sticker. Take a photo of it, send it to me, and then we'll investigate why that was returned if you think it's a good address.
I'd just like to give a heads up as we're talking about addresses. We tend to see this a lot in duplexes and condos. A unit owner may refer to their unit as Unit A, but it's listed in the Postal Service as the # A. or something like that. So sometimes there's just little idiosyncrasies that cause these to not go. And then we hear from you or the agent saying, hey, we've received a lot of these cards back. We always on our end select or current resident. We'd encourage you guys to do the same, but that's not foolproof. If the Postal Service is saying there's no receptacle or there's nowhere for this to go, then unfortunately it will be returned to the office. Sorry, Mark.
No, that's great feedback. Yep. Same situation. You're placing this order for an agent, get a phone call, you exit out of Xpressdocs. The next time you come in, just go to My Orders, go to Pending Orders, and there it is, this Ryan Arney card that we were working on. We would click it, and it's going to take us back to the proofing process. And real quick about the proof itself, if there is anything that you see that thinks, that doesn't look right, but hey, they'll probably fix it. Or that photo is blurry, but maybe it's just my computer. Hey, what I've told folks is we do not have magical elves that are in the back that are checking all of this and making sure everything is perfect when we print it. When you approve the proof, when you click these buttons right here, you're acknowledging that everything is the way that you want it. So please double check your proofs. And what you saw, what just happened right there is when I exited the order and then I went back into the order, it takes you to the proofing process because that is a step that we do not want skipped. And so just make sure if you have a question that something doesn't look right, to get it fixed right then and there before you place the order, because it is going to print how it looks. It's not often, but there have been times where, we do get a question on it. Well, Mark, it looks blurry, but is it my computer or so on and so forth? I have the ability to pull what's called the production proof. So if we really need to look at it, I can do that. I do know that the recommendation for the photo quality is 300 DPI. That is the recommendation. Now, when we're talking about postcards, this postcard right here, if the photo is poor quality, like really low res, on a large postcard, a one-sided, a one photo that fills up the majority of the large postcard, yeah, it might show up blurry when it's printed. If we're talking small postcards, or let's just say this was a 4-photo template where you had one box here, one box here, one box here, one box here, it's not going to look blurry, even if it's low res. But when you're dealing with flyers or you're dealing with brochures, you got to stick to the 300 DPI. It has to be high resolution. The larger the photo, the poorer the photo quality gets accentuated. So when we're dealing with postcards, we really don't see it that much. But those same photos on a flyer or a brochure could come across blurry, which is not how agents want to represent themselves with marketing materials that they're giving out. So again, just make sure that you're checking the proofs. And like this one right here, A-OK, no problem with this right ever. It's a high-res photo, looks great on a postcard. This would look great on a brochure too. But just make sure that, or if sometimes a warning will pop up. A warning will tell you, hey, this photo is low res. So are you sure you want to place this order? If you click yes right there and then you end up, going all the way through, don't be surprised that it doesn't look the same way once you print it.
Hey, Mark, you have a question again from Uta.
Okay.
Well, actually, you just mentioned it, like per Ralston, it should be like high resolution. That was my comment to that, earlier. Thank you.
Okay, yep.
And just in the essence of time, Mark, as 15 minutes remains for this session, I know you had a couple more things you wanted to cover.
Okay. Thank you for that. Now, I know we are dealing with, these are all office admins, right, Ralston?
Correct, yes.
Okay. So, I mean, I know you guys have choices on different vendors to use, but if choosing envelopes or letterhead, note cards, pocket folders for your offices, you have the option to do it here. I know we did the large transition order for town a few years back. And then also, if there's something that you don't see, or if there's something that you want customized, there's nothing that we can't do. Just, again, reach out to me. Hey, Mark, we saw letterhead, but we would really like to have, 3 different addresses down here at the bottom. That's something that we could definitely do. We would just have to do that offline. We would quote it out for you, so on and so forth. But, and then same thing, pocket folders. If you want to have your DBA on there instead of the, just the generic Berkshire Hathaway seal, we could do that offline for you. We do have a couple of different options that we do offer the DBA. But again, if there's anything that you see that you think, well, why don't I see that here? I guess they can't do it. I'm pretty positive we can do it. Just reach out to me and let me know what you're looking at doing. We'll get it quoted out for you and move on from there. Now, another program that town has that has had for a few years now is called Client for Life. And what this is, let's see, Ralston, you guys are 3 times a year for 7 years. Am I correct on that?
Correct.
Okay. So an agent will, it's basically a stay in touch program, a client for life program. An agent will, an agent signs up. It could be one address. It could be 1,000 addresses, but they submit a list of addresses that they want clients to hear from them via postcard 3 times a year. There are, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we had 17, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, maybe 18. 18 different categories that your agents can use. You have for foodies, just different categories that the agents can choose to send a postcard to their list, again, 3 times a year. And the back side of the postcard has all the agent information. Some of the fronts have all the agent information as well. And it's just a way that, say someone bought a house from me, like last summer, and I just want to stay on their mind, for the next 7 years at least. I could sign up for this program, put that person who bought that house from me this last summer, and they're going to get a postcard from me 3 times a year for the next 7 years. I just have to sign up once. It's a set it and forget it. It takes care of itself. And you'll see here, for instance, this Going Green here. This Going Green faucets is going to mail out April 22nd. So this will probably hit mailboxes late April, early May. Then this Going Green laundry. This is going out late July. We'll hit postcards in late July, early August. And then the last one of the year, this Going Green ceiling fans will be late October, early November. So again, about every 4 to 5 months, they're getting a postcard from me. And again, this lasts for 7 years, and it's basically just $1 a postcard. So it costs about $21, I think, is what the cost is for the length of this program. You sign up once, and the agents and the recipients are on the list. So let's just say, it looks like I'm still in here as Ryan Arney. Let's just say I wanted to enroll a recipient in this, I don't know, let's just go this seasonal one, or oh, what's more fun? Where's some foodie stuff? Yeah. So I would enroll recipient, click enroll recipient. I would add recipient. Now, this is where most upload a list of the recipients they want to add. But if I just wanted to add a single recipient, I can do that here. And then you choose which plan they're going to do. So this is Foodies is going to Mark Swindell. Click next. Huh. Oh, I thought it was giving me a warning. Would you like to fix? View edit. It's probably wanting to, I'm wondering, I mean, I live here, so I wonder why it's giving me this warning. Okay, well, I'm not going to spend a lot of time. Again, remember, warnings will go. Warnings will go. It's the failed that will not go. So again, yeah, it comes out to about $1 a postcard, $21.20 altogether for the 3 postcards a year for 7 years. And you could just check out, pay with a credit card right here, and you'd be done. That's it. This Mark Swindell is getting a postcard 3 times a year for the next 7 years. Trash that. Any questions on your Client for Life program? Ralston, was there anything else you wanted me to mention about this?
Nope, I just wanted to make sure they knew where it was and how it works.
Okay. Anything else on this homepage that you'd like me to go through? One thing that just came to mind, oops, not that one. So logging in as Ryan, I can go to my order history. And let's just say it looks like he did this, geez, a year and a half. Whoops. He did this a year and a half ago, but let's just say it's, oh, let me see, here was a postcard. And if there's an order that you would like to do again, from here you could just click reorder. And everything that was in here from the previous time, you can do over. You can do again. If you wanted to change the list, you could do so. But at any time, an order that's been placed, you can just go to your order history, click reorder. The only time you won't see something if I think it's over 2 years old, the reorder goes away. Any other questions? Ralston, I feel like I kind of ran through that, but it's been 45 minutes.
Lots of stuff to cover. If you would just take them into the account management side of things, and then I think we'll be ready to wrap up. Just looking at the clock.
The account management side of things.
Yep. Just show them how to do the ad budget and
and
Mark, you actually highlighted something, and those who are in the Chesapeake office are most likely squirming right now. Ryan Arney is no longer with the company, but he is still showing up on our lists. And so that's been a big question from our offices, how to get those guys out of there.
Okay, so let's go into the Chesapeake office and remove Ryan So I'm into the Chesapeake office. Over here, see upper right, you click on profile. You can edit office info here, create a user account, edit user info. With your single sign-on through Reliance, you shouldn't have to create a user account. The account is automatically created the first time that the agent clicks on the Xpressdocs link from the intranet.
Correct, and we ask all of our staff not to enter anyone into the system and let the SSO do it, so that we're sure all the information carries in correctly.
Right, good. So I'm going to edit user info here. I'm going to find Ryan. We need to inactivate him. We also need to delete, correct, Ralston?
Correct.
Okay, so I click delete user account. You're going to get a question. Are you sure you wish to delete this account? Okay. So you see here, Ryan's gone. So it's that simple. You go to your office profile. You click edit user info. You find the agent that is no longer there, inactive, and delete user account. And they will be gone. Go back to the profile. So to manage the user ad budget. So again, I'm in the Chesapeake office. I click manage ad budget. We'll find Marcus Anderson. So Marcus Anderson has $78 here. Let's just say we needed to get rid of this. We could just zero it out, click update ad budget. Let's just say it needs to be more than that. Again, click update ad budget, it'll be 200. It was at 78, wasn't it? Go Glenda Battle. So this updates monthly. Are there any questions on how to edit or update or delete the agent from the account or editing the ad budget access?
All right, looks like there are no questions on this. I think this brings us just about to the tail end.